If you want to learn about Magic School and all the latest updates in the 2025 version, then this is the video for you. I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to highlight some of the most interesting types of activities you can do with it. Magic School is an incredibly extensive technology that offers loads and loads of tools, and it's super generous in the free option. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, and of course join me on my YouTube channel. Let's get started. Okay, I'm logged in to Magic School, so you will need to create an account. I'm using the free tool, and I mean, just straight away, if we were to scroll down here, you'll notice there are absolutely masses of tools, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. However, Magic School kind of helps you to navigate this content, and I'll just point out a couple of things that you can do. One of the most useful tools is the fact that you can save your favorites. So just to give you an example, you can see here I've got 9 favorites at the top. These are tools that I'm commonly using. If I scroll down, if I find something that I like, let's say I like this one here, multiple choice quiz assessment, very useful, I can click on it and that will be added to my favorites, and that's a really nice feature. They do also recommend possible useful tools to you, but perhaps even more interesting is this here, because you can, for example, click on content if you want to generate content, or questions if you want to generate questions, and these tools can help you to navigate the content that you might like to work with in Magic School. I'm going to take you through actually using a tool, and one really nice feature in Magic School is that the layout is always consistent. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I click, for example, on, let's say that I want to use this tool here, the text rewriter. If I click here, then you'll get this kind of box where you've got to put in the original text, and then you've got to explain how you want that text rewritten. You click on generate, and it's going to help you to regenerate some text, and we're going to try that in a minute. But also, very good idea is that if you click here on exemplar, it kind of gives you an example of what is meant. So here we can see some text. Here we want the text changed in some way, and here we get the result. Now, these examples aren't always really good, but I do like the idea that we've got examples. We can click on back. So what I'm going to show you is how that tool would work, and I just want to point out before I do that all the other tools work in a similar way. So let's say, for example, you wanted a text summarizer. Well, again, the format will be the same. You're going to paste in your text here, and then it's going to obviously regenerate and summarize your text. So the layout of each page is always the same, with the clear input button, the exemplar, and the back button. So this makes it very easy to use, which I think is a great feature, and particularly for teachers who are very busy, we just want to get the work done. I think it's very well laid out. Now let's look at some examples of how the tools work. There are some really powerful tools, and I will come over to focus on those. There are exceptional tools in Magic School that I haven't come across on other AI technologies. But let's start with something really simple. I'm going to click on that text rewriter, and this can be really interesting. For example, if you've got a piece of text and you want to make it easier or even more difficult, or you want to change the style, so you want to make it more formal or less formal, or you might want to make it more into like a blog or a magazine type article, and you can actually paste in some text here and then tell it how you want the text changed and click on generate. Now remember, I'm using a free tool, so let's try an example. Let's do an example. I'm just going to grab this text here from my profile, which badly needs improving. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to jump over now to Magic School. Now I'm in the tool called Text Rewriter. I'm going to paste that text in, and notice that you do have the option, if you wanted to, you've even got the option to record it, but probably the one that would be useful to a lot of people would be to actually upload a file, so that you also have that option. Okay, but I've pasted in the text, and I'm going to say I want this to be a bit more academic. Can you make this more academic with a wider range of vocabulary. I'm not a particularly good writer, so I'm looking for hopefully for some improvements in my piece. I can click on this button here and I can generate the text. Now I must say something. Sometimes it's a bit over the top, the changes, or you don't quite like it. So it is quite realistic. It does a very good job, but you probably might want to come in and edit the odd thing or two. Okay, so I have been using this tool for a few things. I find it very useful. It really helps me to, you can ask for a level of formality, a different style of writing, so you can do lots of things like that, different genre if you want a blog post or a discursive essay, blah, blah, blah. But also you can edit, and that's really, really important. And of course you can copy and then use it with, paste it into a Word file or something. So that's a really nice example. Now what I want to do now is I want to take you through some of the more interesting tools. So let's look at some of the most interesting activity types in Magic School. And there are plenty of them, but I'm going to focus on things like generating a rubric, giving feedback to students, that kind of thing, because it's really useful. But I'll also highlight some other tools. If you're looking for a technology that kind of gets you to create activities that the students can actually then do online, then perhaps really the tool you're looking for is something like WordWall, because WordWall can generate loads and loads of games, but it can then share a link that the students can then actually play that game online. And you might be looking for something like that. And if that is the case, I'll leave that video on the screen now and you can watch that video, and I'll also put it in the description. But we're going to look now at some of the best features of Magic School. So the first tool we're going to look at is called writing feedback, and you could even use this for your own work, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. All you need to do is put the grade in, describe what the students had to produce, so provide the assignment, and then give some indicators of the type of feedback you want. You can put some additional information in here. Then the important thing is to paste in the text that you want the feedback on. So let me just do that. So I'm going to take this text here, which is actually written by me, but my writing is terrible. So I'm looking for some new ideas about how to improve it. So I'm just going to copy that text. I'm going to come back to Magic School. And all I need to do now is paste the text into Magic School. So I'm going to paste that text in, and I'm hoping it's going to give me some feedback around the organisation, the quality of the English, the level of formality, and the range of vocabulary. And I've asked for a professional profile page for my website, which provides information about my career and current activities. Let's see if it can provide feedback even to me. I'm obviously a native speaker on my level and on the language, etc. Now, of course, you could use this with your students who are learning English or learning other languages, because this should also work in other languages as well. Let's give it a quick try. And there is my feedback. Now, I have already done this before, and I have to say I was very impressed with the feedback that it provided me with. And in fact, I'm definitely going to make some of the changes. Give this a try. Paste in a piece of work that your students have produced, give it the guidelines, what you want feedback on, and see how good a job it does. So another really useful tool is the Rubics Generator. So you can generate a rubric for you. In other words, if you're setting a piece of work and you want to make it clear to the students exactly what you want them to do, how you're going to mark it, how you're going to evaluate it, then rubrics are really useful. I'm absolutely terrible at writing rubrics, and this will do the work for you. It could be a really good starting place. You might want to edit it afterwards, but it really can help you to get started. Just a super quick break before we carry on. If you do like what you see and you want more free videos, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads of free videos, and I specialize in using technology for language teaching, so that's really my specialist area. And don't forget, if you sign up to the newsletter at the moment, there is a free 14-part course with no tricks where I suggest some of the best technologies that you can use as a language teacher. Right, let's carry on with the video. Let's click on the Rubics Generator. I've saved it in as one of my favorites. Look here, you've got to put in some information: what grade, the point scale you want, your objectives, an assignment description, and then any additional information. And it's going to generate the rubric for you. So let me show you what I mean. So I've said I'm not very good at writing these rubrics. I've put in here 9th grade, 5-point scale. I've set my standards, a clear opening paragraph describing the topic, a balanced argument for and against, good use of connectors in writing, use of adverbs to divide up the argument, things like firstly, secondly, etc., and a conclusion with a clear argument. Students write a discursive essay in the format of for and against. Let me just finish that on the topic of solar power. Let's see what type of rubric Magic School produces. Now, pretty good. I would probably want to come in and make a few changes to this. I like some of these additional notes for the teacher here at the bottom. I can copy this. Remember, I'm using the free tool. Now, I'm not saying this is perfect, and it may need me to come in and add some additional comments, but what I particularly like here is that it's done a lot of the kind of basic work for me. It's also used a 5-point scale as I required, which I really like as well. And I like the fact that it's kind of highlighted the key aspects that I'm looking for in the written work. So really good, very helpful, and definitely a tool, overall a tool that I would really suggest you take a look at. Okay, one thing I have noticed, YouTube video questions generator, which is very interesting. Now you do actually have to pay for that, and it generates questions. But I know of another technology that will not only generate the questions, but it will actually turn it into a game that you can do online, and the students can log in with their phones or on their computers and actually play the game. So it will generate the questions from a video and then allow you to play it online. And it's free. It's called Questionwell, and I'm going to put that on the screen now, the link to that video. It's a very popular one in case you want to watch that. Okay, really hope you like the video, and if you do, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. There's hundreds more videos on the website. There's a really popular section on teaching and using AI. I specialize in making videos to help language teachers use technology. If you want to sign up to the newsletter, then that way you can keep up with all the latest videos, the free webinars that we run, the courses that we run, etc. And at the moment, if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a special 14-part free course that you'll be sent. You'll be sent a video about every 3 or 4 days that really just focuses on the most popular technologies on my YouTube channel that teachers have reacted to. And that really builds up into a really nice course and gives you a strong basis in using technology in language teaching. It's completely free, and literally everything that I show you is a free technology. If you'd like to have live training with me, then think about joining me on Patreon. On Patreon, for $6 a month, you get 3 free videos from me each month without any advertisements in them. But the important thing is those videos are connected to a monthly webinar that we have where we meet live. And we normally work with the technology that we focused on that month, or sometimes it's 2 technologies, and we do activities and really learn to use those technologies well, so that then you can try those out in class or online with your students. The other interesting thing about joining me on Patreon is that actually you get access to all of the backdated material. So there's over a year of videos and live training. This training is very practical with lots and lots of ideas about things that you can do in the class or online with your students teaching languages. So it's much more practical than the YouTube videos, and you get that as part of the $6 a month. Okay, I'm going to leave some more videos on the screen that I think you might find useful.